Well, good afternoon and welcome to what is a huge game in the National Premier League Queensland. It's round 15 and it's Gold Coast Knights taking on the two-time reigning champions, Lions. Beautiful afternoon on the Gold Coast at the Croatian Centre in Carrara. My name is Simon Smale. An absolute pleasure to be here to call all the action and take you through what should be an enthralling contest. Of course, the last time these two teams met, in what was the first game of the season, albeit an officially a round 4 match, we had a 9-goal thriller. Gold Coast Knights stunning Lions and putting 6 past the defending champions. It's the first time that Lions had conceded 6 in a home game in a league since the 1979 NSL against Adelaide City. So that should give you an indication as to just how big a result that was. Lions, well, they haven't lost in the league since then. It's been an impressive run, although they did lose on Tuesday night in the Cup, ending a 15-match run without a defeat in all competitions, 13 wins and 2 draws if you're counting along at home. So it'll be interesting to see how Lions respond. They'll be in the white shirts, but the home team in the red will line up as follows. Scott McDonald is back from his overseas trip. He is the coach, and in goal for his side will be Josh Langdon. In front of him, number 2, Jaden Walker. Number 4, Tyson Martin. You saw the captain there wearing the number 5 jersey, Austin Ludwig. Number 7, Pasquale De Vita. Number 8, Anthony Poljak. Number 9, Mirza Muratovic. Number 10, Max Brown. Number 14, Christian Brymora. Number 17, Will Peck. Number 18, Luke Beckwith. There are a few absentees. No Janiel da Silva. He is suspended after picking up his 2nd red card of the season against Peninsula Power last Friday night. Kai Tapaldo and Mitch Nichols have both parted company with the club in this transfer window. Matt Schmidt is also not named on the bench or in the side today either. For Darren Symes' Lions team, in goal will be number 1, Aidan Mumford. Number 3, Jackson Hart-Phillips. Number 4, Hassan Ramzani. Number 5, Tommy Jarrett. Number 7, Alex Fechner, who missed the tie between these two teams earlier on in the season with concussion. Number 8, Ethan Doherty. Number 9, Andy Pengelly. Number 10, Joe Duckworth. Number 11, Nathan Shepherd. The skipper, number 12, Sean Carlos. And number 15, Fletcher McDonald. Our referee is Troy Perry, and he has got things underway. Lions in the white, kicking from right to left. And long ball first up, and challenge was coming in as Ramazani just miscontrols. His slip that I'm sure you've seen doing the rounds on social media that led to Brisbane City's 4th goal in the Australia Cup on Tuesday. Shouldn't have too many problems with slipping today. The pitch looks an absolute picture. It has cut up at times over the course of matches recently, as all the fields around the grounds recover from the weather. Again, testament to just about every grounds person in the entire competition to get the grounds in an acceptable format and an acceptable condition for the teams to be able to play. As Pasquale De Vita just holds the ball up, waiting for support. It comes in the form of Tyson Martin, who's been brilliant for Gold Coast Knights so far this season. Knights have won 4 of their 5 home games in 2022. The only blemish on their record, a 1-0 defeat against Eastern Suburbs. They have won their last 3 here at the Croatian Sports Centre and are on a 2-game winning run, with victories over Capella by 4-1 and last Friday night's Peninsula Power victory by 2-1, a match that they managed to pull out of the fire really, despite being down to 10 men. They will hope not to be put in such a position again. They have an early corner in which they will hope to create a little bit of chaos towards the near post. A couple of bodies go to ground. Muratovic can't get the ball under his control, and there's a half clearance. Pasquale De Vita runs out of space. Nathan Shepherd wanted the throw in. Flicked up by Poljak, the new signing. straight into the squad today, one of a couple of new signings for Knights in this transfer window so far, dare I say it. I'm sure there might be one or two more, perhaps. I'm sure all clubs are looking to strengthen. Alex Feckner is such sublime goal-scoring form. He can't win the ball legally. Feckner just can't stop scoring at the moment. It's truly astonishing. He's got 17 goals in 11 games. He had a day out against Brisbane City last week. 4 goals. Very well weighted ball. It's perfectly weighted, in fact, and it's opened up very invitingly on the edge of the penalty area. It's Muratovic whose shot was blocked. Still pinballing around there is Brymora, who scored twice last week. Here's Peck, the Englishman, back to Max Brown. Hassan Ramzani wins the ball. There are howls of indignation from the home support and home players, but look like Hassan Ramzani, although he may have used his arms, did win the ball before they tangled. Beautiful sunshine down on the Gold Coast. See Langdon sporting the peak cap. Kovacevic rides for challenge, finds Tyson Martin, good pass. Now Walker gets through so much work. Walker. Moore linking up nicely with Luke Beckwith. Beckwith's gone on the overlap. That's cute. Cross isn't a bad one. Oh, and it fell to Walker, who's blazed over. It wasn't necessarily expected to come all the way to him. Let's have a look at the wraparound. The cross was really nice from Beckwith. Just miscued, and obviously Christian Brymora jumping in front of him would have had some role to play in that slight miscue. Beckwith again. Put that one straight up in the air, and foul goes against Alex Feckner. You can see what he thinks about it. Here's Peck. Reliably formed, is in fact Australian. Did spend some time in England though with Kempston Rovers in the Southern League. The Knights are appealing for a free kick. Good healthy crowd at the Croatian Sports Centre. Enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the football. It's been a packed round, as always, in the National Premier League's Queensland. Some interesting results. Peninsula Power getting a 3-2 victory over Sunshine Coast Wanderers yesterday. Brisbane City conceding late against Olympic at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. That match finished 1 each. Logan Lightning of Aurora played out a 0-0 draw as well to share the points. Moreton Bay United with a big win over Gold Coast United, which is possibly a shock, possibly not. Game finished 6-0. Here's an opportunity. Oh, it's a brilliant shot, and it wasn't very far away at all. Had plenty of time, did the Italian. It's just a little shimmy away past Nathan Shepherd. Lovely effort from Pasquale De Vita. Again, he's such a top player, De Vita. See the way he performs on a regular basis, and performed, sorry, on a regular basis for the Thunder last year in the FQPL 1. Stepped up into the National Premier Leagues and looked right at home. Player of real quality is Munford. Slices that ball out for an attacking throw for Gold Coast Knights. Overall head-to-head between these two teams have been 7 meetings, 3 wins apiece and a draw, so it can't get much closer than that. Knights have the edge here at Croatian Sports Centre with 2 wins to Lions 1, although Lions' win did come in this fixture last year, a 1-0 win, and that was at the point that Lions were pretty low on the ladder. They were struggling. They had coincidentally beaten Brisbane City in an FFA Cup tie, the Australia Cup was called then, the week prior, and that might have just helped them give the confidence that eventually helped them on their way to a 4th place finish. Successive 4th place finishes for Lions in the league, and of course successive grand final victories as well. That's really clever from Alex Fechner. Lovely ball, finds Duckworth. Duckworth just doesn't have any options ahead of him, and he's looking around slightly inquisitively to the rest of his midfield, as if to say that that was a nice move brewing there, but I can't do anything if I can't see where you're going to be. Munford is out of his area and takes a couple of moments before making the pass. It's a nice idea to try and find Fletcher McDonald. Ball just trickles out. Aidan Munford is going to take his time with these throw-ins, with these restarts, sorry. We'll get there in the end. Attacking throw for Lions, just inside their attacking half. Nice touch from Brown. Peck. De Vita goes back to Peck. Roderick found Brown. Here's Peck. Peck over the top. It's a good ball. There's options in the middle and more arriving for Knights. Here's De Vita. He'll shape to try and shoot off that right foot. Finds Brown. He's got a boot on him if he wants. Brown is brought down by Duckworth, is he? Or was it Pengelly who was tracking back? Fechner up against Tyson Martin, two former Brisbane City players. Tyson Martin getting the better of his young opponent on that occasion. He's got a little nudge as he played that pass back to Duckworth. He'll go all the way back to Munford. Ramzani has Munford in support. Munford has to be quick. Can only find an opponent though with the clearance. Here's De Vita. Cross came in, headed away. Still in the danger zone though. Strong header from Pengelly, who looks towards the referee a couple of times. Nothing doing, says Mr. Perry. Beckwith wide to Will Peck. Goes back inside to De Vita. De Vita skips past one. Tries to shimmy past another, but just gets caught enough. Just tidied up from Lions, and they just need to reassert themselves here, the visitors. It's a lovely ball wide to Fechner, who goes down, and the ball almost falls for Jackson Hart-Phillips. Instead, it's deflected back into Hassan Ramzani. Clever ball towards Pengelly. It just doesn't quite sit for him. It hasn't quite sat for him for a while. Andy Pengelly given us a handball in the end. He's scored 11 goals this season, which is a fair return from 13 games, of course, but no goals in his last three since a hat-trick against Capella, and that was his only scoring game in his last 5 appearances. Has 110 goals in total in the NPL. Muratovic can't get past Ethan Doherty. So a block that's worked out very, very nicely for the Knights, and the shot is deflected on its way through. Was it? Has to be a corner. Check that one out again. Tale of two deflections this. Set up nicely for Poljak and Hassan Ramzani. Turned just at the right time to ensure that Gold Coast Knights have their second corner of the game. There's the cry of frustration from the corner. Brymora. That's a good cross from Brymora. Had to be mopped up pretty quickly. Clearance is only as far as Peck, and puts it back into the mixer straight to Aidan Munford. Doherty, not quite playing with fire, but certainly giving Lions supporters a bit of pause for thought. Ramazani's going to have another go here. He's battling well, the former Raw Youth defender. That's lovely footwork from Hassan Ramazani. It's very, very clever, very, very fast feet. Nathan Shepherd can't keep it in. Helped on towards Pengelly by Fechner. Doherty might have just got away with one there. And he goes down. Christian Brymora a little bit enthusiastic. Back to Hassan Ramazani. "20 minutes have gone in this game. It's fairly rocketed by, despite the relative lack of goal-mouth action. It's been an intriguing contest between these two high-quality teams in the National Premier League's Queensland. With Simon Smale. The match is goalless at the moment. Scoring goals isn't normally a problem for Lions. They've scored more than 4 in 7 games so far this season. They've scored 3 in 4 more. As Brymora gets around the corner again. Ramazani is going to have to hurry if he wants to save conceding a third corner of the game. Only clears as far as Brown. And just can't quite slide it through to Brymora, who had stopped his run, and then Alex Fechner was impeded illegally by Tyson Martin. You only haven't scored multiple goals in a game in all competitions this is, in the 1-1 draw with Peninsula Power a fortnight ago. Angdon came a long way. Plenty of height on that clearance. Give himself enough time to get back should the direction go awry. Carlos picks up some loose passes from the Knights midfielder and skips past a couple of challenges, some fancy footwork of his own. Shepherd can't quite thread the needle through to Carlos for a return pass, but the through ball far too heavy. Brymora looks back and says, "You surely didn't expect me to go and get that." Doherty, that's clever from Doherty. More and more confident from Doherty. He's continued his run. And he'll challenge Langdon, who wants not a bar of that. Gets the ball upfield very, very quickly, headed back towards The Knights goal by Jared. And a through ball. It's a nice through ball to Alex Fechner. He doesn't miscue things very often, but he miscued that one. Nice idea, just got his angles all wrong. And I wonder whether he had seen for chasing Andy Pengelly over on the other side and just got caught in two minds, Alex Fechner. Squally DeVita thinks there was a handball there. Hassan Ramzani doesn't care. He's put a deep cross in. It's a really awkward one for Langdon, particularly with the way the sun is. And Langdon's gathered that really, really nicely. We'll have a look at that again because it's excellent goalkeeping. Eyes on the ball the whole way. Pressure was coming. Sean Carlos, I think, who was trying to make the ground. You can just see the effect of the sun because our referee, Troy Perry, is cupping his eyes a little bit every single time the ball goes up in the air towards the camera side of the field, wherever the referee is. That'll be the idea as the ball is still there in the penalty area for Lions. It was Alex Fechner, and it was offside as well. Again, a good ball from Duckworth, similar sort of ball, just awkward for the defenders to read. Back live now. Martin hammers the ball back inside. Mopped up pretty clearly by the Lions' defence in the form of Duckworth. Carlos giving chase over on that far side. Opened up though for Muratovic. Polyak has to go back. Brown. It's a really intelligent ball to Brown. Muratovic turns. DeVita shoots. He wanted to get that one to bounce just in front of Aidan Munford. Didn't quite manage to get it where he wanted. It wasn't a bad effort. If we check the replay, it's a measured shot. It was well gathered. Slips catch from Aidan Munford. Back live now, approaching the 26th minute of this contest in the National Premier League's Queensland. Gold Coast Knights 0, Lions 0. They have shared a 0-0 draw in the past, these two teams. That took place in round 21 of the 2020 season. Schools don't often produce a huge number of goals. It's only been in recent years that the goals have really started to flow. We had a 1-0 win for Knights in round 9 of 2019, 2-1 for Lions in the reverse fixture that year, then that 0-0 draw in 2020 followed by a 2-1 win for Knights here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Harrison Sawyer got 2 goals in that game for Knights. Henry Hoare was the reply for Lions, and then there was a 3-2 at Lions Stadium in round 1 of 2021, a stunning game. Tommy Jarrett with a 94th minute winner, and then there was that 1-0 win for Lions in round 14. And the match earlier on this season at Lions Stadium in Richlands completely blew the low goal scoring facts out of the water with 9 goals. Oh, here's an opportunity perhaps. Apologies for the loss of vision there. A header, and it was a free header from Pengelly. He waits for it to land. He's still pinballing around Pengelly. Can't get a shot away. Sean Carlos fires over the bar. We'll have a little look at that. Pengelly couldn't quite get enough on it. Waited and waited. It was Brown who stopped him that first time. He still persevered, did Andy Pengelly. And he has left Will Peck still on the ground. He doesn't need treatment. He'll get himself up eventually. It was a dramatic way to start the delayed National Premier League's Queensland season. 6-3, Knights beating Lions. It's the 6th time that Lions have conceded 6 in a league match. First time since a 6-1 defeat at Brisbane City in the 2012 Brisbane Premier League. So it hadn't happened for a while, 10 years. I remember after the match, we were broadcasting live from Richlands on that occasion, chatting to Darren Simon, Tommy Jarrett. After the game, they were shell-shocked, really. It's been an incredible response from the champions. It's a decent ball. Pengelly liked that one. The cutback was a good one. Knights will turn defence into attack here, though. Well watched by Tommy Jarrett, and he's getting the plaudits from his teammates as well. Knights want to play this quickly. Hart Phillips was alert to that fact. Polyak gets the ball into the middle, and the header back is a very nicely measured one in the end. Fletcher McDonald, I think it was, over on that far side, who is off overseas for an opportunity, both football and professional from a study perspective. Only wish him well. So his last game at Lions for the foreseeable future. We'll have to wait and see as to whether Lions will replace Fletcher McDonald, because of course they've lost Finn Beakhurst for the season. They lost Finn Beakhurst in the Gold Coast Knights match back in round 4 with a knee injury. Ball comes forward, helped back inside. Alex Fechner shoots straight at Josh Langdon, though. Clearance is a good one. We'll just have a look at the replay. I can tell you Muratovic has been fouled. Not live at the moment. There's an impossible angle, really, for Alex Fechner. We are live now with Walker playing the ball forward to Polyak. Walker is possessed pretty comfortably in the end. Shepherd has nowhere to go except back to Doherty, and he goes back to Munford. Pressure's going to come from Muratovic. Just opened up the space for Tommy Jarrett to receive the pass, but he didn't want it. He goes back to Aidan Munford, and as you were, with Ethan Doherty on the edge of the penalty area. Sam Ramazani wants someone forward. Joe Duckworth saying, you find someone forward, and Sam Ramazani said there was nobody there. See if Doherty has an option. You can see there's a struggle with movement from the player's perspective in creating available options that they like ahead of them. Shepherd, he'll go aerial towards Pengelly. Pengelly doesn't win the header, and from the Knights' perspective, that's a very good thing because Fechner was lurking. Here's an opportunity for Polyak. Polyak with the chip, and it was just a little bit too heavy. On debut for Knights, Anthony Polyak has 8 goals in the season so far from 13 games for Peninsula Power. It would have been quite some goal had he managed to pull that one off. Spoke about Lions not having too much trouble scoring. From a Knights perspective, they've got the best defence, fewest goals conceded in the league at 13, from 3 clean sheets, and they've only conceded more than 1 goal twice all season in the league. One of those times was against Lions, although they did win that game by 6 goals to 3. The free kick is given pretty late. Huge amount in it. And a free kick nonetheless. Assistants over on that far side might have seen something though. We can see Troy Perry going over and having a chat. Nathan Shepherd. He's getting a yellow card for the incident. So he must have left the boot up. Again, we were a long way away, so it's hard to see. The first booking of the season for the Mercurial Scot. Been with Lions for a long time, getting a relatively rare start. Today, in the absence of Matt Redenton, who was married yesterday. Congratulations to him. I hope he enjoyed the day. He's been a very important player for Lions this season, Matt Redenton. Couple of important goals. Very congested over on that side of the field. Doherty just swept in and won the ball. Pengelly did too. Tried to get it in the general vicinity of Fechner, but it was a long way away. Free kick is given against Gold Coast Knights. Have a look at the replay. Must have happened off camera, that. Bit of a push, perhaps. Duckworth plays the ball inside. Very good ball inside. Shots from a long way out, and it moved like you wouldn't believe, because Josh Langdon went one way and then had to stick the fist out the other way. Really good pass. Shepherd hasn't scored many in his Lions career, yet to find the back of the net this season, but he hit that one very nicely. Patient tackle there from Ranzani, just waited for the ball to be available. Didn't overcommit. Sense that Lions are finding their feet, but it's a real tight contest this, as you'd expect, between these two teams. 0-0 the score. Pengelly, it's a lovely ball out wide. Really clever pass. Oh, it's fallen all the way through to Fechner. Fechner with the shot and the diving effort from Josh Langdon. Fechner didn't get all of it, and it was a good save from the Knights keeper. Check it out on replay. Bit of an air swing there from the skipper, Ludwig. Back live now. Lions come forward again. Pengelly, it was a beautiful pass. Pengelly shifts once, shifts twice. Really good pass to Hart Phillips. There's not much of an angle there. And was there a bit of a clip of the post as it went through back into the centre? The perfect pass. Pengelly, you'd expect him to shoot for all money. That's a brilliant vision to find Jackson Hart Phillips. Oh, it did hit the post. Langdon was beaten. Duckworth then gives away the free kick. Ball was moving as Pasquale De Vita kicked it. He's not happy with the decision. We'll have to wait. So Hart Phillips hits the post. Such a good pass from Pengelly. Lovely vision as Fechner was just shouldered off the ball. Looked fair from the skipper, Austin Ludwig. Still there for Lions though. They're coming forward with much more intent in the final 10 minutes of this first half. Oh, it's taken an awful bounce ahead of McDonald. Shifting inside, the block from Tommy Jarrett. Want to test Mumford as Carlos just overran himself. No free kick. Muratovic. Brown. Muratovic battling with McDonald. That ball went out. It will be a Lions throw right in front of the dugout. Casual, very relaxed, and Carlos Solozano sitting back there. Scored Lions' second goal in the 6-3 defeat earlier on this season. He's had a good season, 5 goals. 34-year-old Costa Rican, former A-League star. 5 goals all of this season. He had 8 in the 2021 campaign. It's collateral damage. Almost takes out a couple of the bench warmers for Gold Coast Knights, who will be warm in the sun, you'd expect. A day that's not baking hot, but and it is the middle of winter. Floor is 23 degrees at the moment. Feels a touch cooler than that. Perfect conditions for football. Down on Queensland's Gold Coast. 38 minutes gone. It's Gold Coast Knights 0, Lions 0. Lions have hit the post. Jackson Hart-Phillips. No advantage. Free kick is given, and Nathan Shepherd is remonstrating. It did look like a foul. So free kick in a very promising position. Pasquale De Vita often has it on a string, the Italian. So he'll look to swing this ball in. Again, that notable statistic. In league matches, Pasquale De Vita has failed to play in 3. Those were the 3 that Gold Coast Knights have lost against Eastern Suburbs, Olympic and Peninsula Power. It's a remarkable statistic. Oh, it's a decent ball. And not far away at all from the opening goal of the game. Clearance is a good one. Ball wide from Pasquale De Vita is just as accurate. Going around the outside. There's players in the middle waiting. It was a really good ball from Brymora. And it will be the 3rd corner of the afternoon for Gold Coast Knights. The Lions have enjoyed a pretty decent spell in the 15 minutes prior. Got a great opportunity once more from a set piece for the hosts. Tall men come up, Peck and Tyson Martin. He swung in and it was headed away, I think, by Ethan Doherty at the near post. It'll be a throw-in for Knights right in the corner. Walker trotting up, has a decent throw on him. Good movement, gets the return pass straight away, and they've worked that nicely, Knights. Around with the cross. Worked out nicely though in the end by Lions. The header, then Duckworth. Zani watched that all the way. Doesn't quite get the clearance right. No foul, says the referee. Here's an opportunity for Fechner. Just got caught underneath him. He's gone down. It was a good challenge. Austin Ludwig. Now at the other end, will Knights be able to capitalise? Munford, very, very cool, very, very calm. It was a good pass back from Hassan Ramazani. Fechner looks a threat every time he gets the ball. Just need it to sit up for him, and some action will doubtless follow. Knights ball. Contested by just about everyone in the vicinity. It's a free kick. Tommy Jarrett this time pleading his innocence. That goes forward to take it. It's worked out nicely for Knights. Tommy Jarrett says nope. Free kick is given. And Lions are asking why Nathan Shepherd was booked for following through up the other end, and why there wasn't a yellow card shown on that occasion. Ethan Doherty, head in his hands, after getting the explanation from referee Troy Perry. Sean Carlos, the actual skipper, was there as well. Not entirely sure whether Ethan Doherty should have been involved in that conversation, but it's hard to keep him out of things. He's that sort of player. Wants to be involved. Normally he is to great effect. Pengelly uses his strength. Doesn't sit for him. It was good defending in the end. You can see Pengelly knew he had a chance then. And he normally only needs a sniff at one, despite his relative lack of goals in the last couple of matches. Always a threat. Carlos couldn't quite get the touch that he needed. Beckwith was there and did really well, but there's a counter-attack on here, started by Pasquale De Vita, who's continued his run. Ramazani's coming across. It's a free kick. Is it right on the edge of the penalty area, or is it a penalty? Referee is, I think, going to book. Going to book Jaden Walker. Hassan Ramazani came across. Sorry for the loss of pictures there. It was obviously for his protestations. And now, having dealt with that, Troy Perry is going to go over and have a chat with his assistant. This could be a big, big moment just before half-time. Again, sorry that we couldn't bring you those pictures. Or to be a fly on the wall or a mosquito on the shoulder of this conversation. Hassan Ramazani is being called over. Juan Carlos is on hand. Red card for Hassan Ramazani. Big moment in the game. Obvious goal scoring opportunity. And Hassan Ramazani has to go. This is the second game in succession. There's been a red card at the Croatian Sports Centre. This time it is the visitors who have gone a man down. Of course, Gold Coast Knights won't need reminding, but they went a man down last time out on Friday night. They ended up winning the game, and the red card happened at a very similar time, in a very similar situation. It was Janiel Da Silva who was sent off on that occasion. Pasquale De Vita is normally the free kick taker. Polyak is going to take this one though. 4 men in the wall. It's a brilliant free kick! Oh, how about it? Anthony Polyak on debut gets the opening goal of the game. And it's a peach of a free kick. Aidan Munford didn't move. Polyak could not have placed it better if he'd run up and thrown it in with his hands. It's a glorious free kick. And Knights have the lead. Well, we said it was going to be a big moment. It has proven to be massive in this game. And Lions don't fall behind often. They've fallen behind here. That is half-time. Big team talk coming up for Darren Syme as Gold Coast Knights head into the sheds, courtesy of that Anton Polyak free kick in the second minute of stoppage time at the end of that first half after an incident that saw Hassan Ramazani sent off. And it will be the 10 men of Lions who have a lot of work to do here on the Gold Coast. Half-time in this round 15 National Premier League Queensland Cash. Gold Coast Knights 1, Lions 0. We'll be back after these messages.
Today we're at Goodwin Park, home of Olympic FC, with the equaliser campaign yet again. We were very lucky tonight. We actually had Stephen Huang, the candidate for the LNP, and Graham Perrott, who's the ALP member for this electorate. Fantastic home crowd that we had, and they actually got to talk to the crowd and tell them their plans about how they will be committing to female football going forward. We're investing in Olympic FC, not only for the future but potentially as a training base for the Women's World Cup next year. Why the equaliser campaign? Well, the equaliser campaign is part of Legacy 23. Football Australia put the Legacy 23 plan together to try and leverage the FIFA Women's World Cup, which is coming next year to Australia and New Zealand. Community facilities are an integral part of improving the capacity and capability of clubs all across the country, and equaliser plays its part. We identified that only 35% of female facilities across the nation are actually female friendly, and we're aiming for 100%. So the equaliser campaign is calling upon all sides of politics to support women's football through female-friendly facilities that give enclosed showers, toilets and change and make a safe, inviting environment. If I had one message to Stephen and Graham moving on from this event today, it's that you've seen how important this club is to the community. Now all you've got to do is invest in that community and deliver female players within this club to make sure that they have equal opportunities, the same as the men.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Vito Sports pride themselves on delivering top-quality FIFA regulation-compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports Goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your football family. A family has legends you look up to. And the up-and-comers. A family pitches in and works together as a team. We have the ones who keep us in check, and we motivate each other to be the best. Be the best! But it's my brothers and my sisters who always have my back. That's why even my real family love my football family. So what are you waiting for? Join our team. Come on!
Welcome back to Carrara, the Croatian Sports Centre, where the locals will have enjoyed half-time. They saw their side, Gold Coast Knights, take a late lead in the second minute of stoppage time, thanks to new signing Anthony Poljac's first goal for the club. A brilliant free kick, and it was a free kick that came after Hassan Ramazani was sent off for taking out the final man when he was through on goal, denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Reigning champions, two-time reigning champions Lions will have a tough battle not to fall to a second defeat to Gold Coast Knights this season. They've only suffered one defeat this season, in the league that is, against Knights. They did though lose in midweek in the Australia Cup to Brisbane City, 4-2. Sun is very low now, casting long shadows over the ground. See the players just struggling a little bit there. Vita's free kick is cleared. It's Fechner. He's going to have to work pretty hard. I don't think there have been any changes, not that I can see immediately, from the Lions side, but there might have been a slight shift in where people are playing, based on the fact that they are a defender down. Duckworth normally fits in just about wherever he is required. Good tackle. Over the past week, there have been matches in which a red card hasn't proved too much of a detriment to the side that has had it inflicted upon them. Here last Friday night, Alex Fechner might have just talked himself into a bit of trouble here. Is it Alex Fechner? There's a throw into Lions in any case. Alex Fechner wanted a free kick. Carlos comes short to accept the throw. Cross comes in deep, nobody there. Both Pengelly and Fechner waiting. That's a really good interception from Fletcher McDonald. Just rather got a little bit confused, but he's won his side a corner. It's the first corner that Lions have had in this game. And was swept in. Oh, it's arrived at the back post, and it's a goal for Sean Carlos. Up steps the captain when he's required, and lines are level. They were only behind for 3 minutes. Jean Carlos with his fourth goal of the season, He's backed up his goal-scoring performance against Brisbane City last week. As we were saying before, going a man down hasn't necessarily proved to be an impediment to some teams of late. Gold Coast Knights scored twice after going down a man. It was Anthony Polt. Apologies, it wasn't, it was Christian Primora who scored both goals last week. It's been very impressive for Anthony Polyak to have scored because he wasn't even in the side. He wasn't even at the club this time last week. And in midweek, of course, Peninsula Power, they went a man down against Rochdale Rovers in the Cup. Very early on when the score was still 0-0. Ended up winning that game by 2-0. Conceding a goal so early would not have been in Scott McDonald's plan. During his team talk, probably would have been the most clearest thing he would have said. Do not let them back into the game. We can manage it from here. And all of a sudden, the 10 men of Lions, their heads are up. Carlos, the goal scorer. Played inside to Fechner. It's fallen for Fechner. And Fechner turned and shot. He did have options. We'll have a look again. Duckworth it was, screaming for it on the D. Yes, if you're Alex Fechner and you've scored 17 goals in 11 and a half appearances, thrown tonight will be Jaden Walker who'll take it. Mora getting his angles wrong. Muratovic was there. Have no pressure on him. Pengelly with great strength. Knights do win possession back. Muratovic, that's a brilliant ball from Muratovic. And it's an early pass and it's not the right option. You could hear from the supporters behind the goal. Brian Mora's gone down. It was shoulder to shoulder, I think. The referee agrees. It was Ethan Doherty. Fechner got up to win that ball. Shepherd back to Duckworth, who plays the ball back to Shepherd, who wanted Alex Fechner to make himself slightly more available. Here is Fechner, gets in behind, and the pass was just over the head of Pengelly. Although was the ball out of play, was it offside? It's a really good ball. Must have been offside. Beautiful ball from Joe Duckworth, perfectly weighted. Pasquale De Vita goes down, the whistle goes, but it's offside against the Italian. As well. Possession though, that should be a Lions ball. Great work from Andy Pengelly, again just showing his strength. Having to work hard for two strikers. Down a man, but they have left both men up. So I'm confident of his side's defence. So with Jared, that is going to be Lions ball as well. Expertly played off Muratovic. Both keepers still wearing their caps. Sunny day. Sunny winter's day. Ball's in behind for Pasquale De Vita. De Vita, oh, the challenge needed to be timed perfectly, and it was by Doherty. De Vita still has possession though. Can't squeeze the ball through to Mirza Muratovic. It's a perfect ball over the top. And this ball didn't set up when it needed to for Pasquale De Vita to rifle the shot towards goal. Ethan Doherty timed that to perfection. Lions throw in the attacking third of the field. Look to get this ball into the box. Good throw. Caused some confusion. Headed away nicely though by the Knights defence. De Vita, very good in those tight areas, but still worked out for Lions. But then that's where you can really see the absence of that extra man. There's a lot of space and time for Will Peck just to mop up. Oh, it's a poor pass from Beckwith. An opportunity perhaps for Alex Fechner. And there's a conversation that the referee's going to need to have. And Andy Pengelly is making the case. He's been given a yellow card as a result. A free kick for Lions. You just see that incident replayed. There'll be 4 men in the wall. Free kick is a good one. It was well saved though by Josh Langdon. Still 1 each. Nice little touch from McDonald. And all of a sudden Lions are coming forward again, and they're coming forward in numbers. Really good tackle though by Jaden Walker. Another long throw into the box. Again, well dealt with. Duckworth. A little bit too heavy from Duckworth. Was the right idea though. Get the sense patience is the key for Gold Coast Knights. They do have the man advantage. They have the quality to use the space that will open up behind. Them coming a long way is Munford. And there's a big collision there. And the free kick has gone the way of Lions, I think. And Gold Coast Knights players aren't very happy about it. Let's have a look again. Oh, Munford did get there first. Troy Perry telling everyone that he doesn't need their opinions. And the players don't need their support, as they're not medical professionals, so everyone needs to just calm down and get out of here. If you have just joined us, the action happened either side of half-time. Anthony Polyak scoring a peach of a free kick after Hassan Ramzani was sent off. He's the last man, and he bundled over the attacker as he went through on goal. Just after half-time, over 10 men of Lions equalised, and it was Sean Carlos poking home at the back post. And the referee, Troy Perry, is just going and having a chat with his assistant. The fourth official, Adam Humphreys, has gone over as well. Applause for Aidan Munford as he gets back to his feet. Christian Barrymora has not achieved that yet. Gingerly to his feet. It's a reminder that there is one more match taking place today in round 15 of the National Premier League Queensland men's competition. Calabar against Eastern Suburbs. Kicks off at 7 o'clock at Max Haynes Field. You can watch that match and all the other matches across Football Queensland's competitions on FQTV. Yellow card is shown to Christian Brymora. Well, there's some interesting discussion going on that our camera and microphone is picking up, but as we saw on the replay, Aidan Munford did get there first. Football fans are funny creatures. Again, I only saw it once. So they'll be tuning into FQ TV just to run the replay themselves, at which point I'm sure they'll be undecided. Free kick is taken anyway by Munford. It's hammered upfield. Score is 1 each. We approach the 66th minute of this game. Long ball forward. Peck mops up. He's on the wall on his own and has enough time to launch the ball forwards. Might fall for Muratovic. It does. Muratovic does well. Ludwig. Well, there is a Gold Coast Knight down on the ground, and I didn't see any contact, which is not a good thing. Thank you, Christian Brymora. That is a concern. If he's actually feeling slightly wobbly on his feet, he needs to be taken off immediately.
Substitution for Gold Coast Knights.
That is happening.
Christian Brymora off, and number 22, Max King on.
Max King, another new signing, making his first appearance in Gold Coast Knight colours, signed locally from Robina. Well, one debutant's already scored. He scored an excellent goal, so a bit to live up to for young Max King. Hope Christian Brymora is okay. Alex Fechner ran in between the two centre-backs there. Josh Langdon came out, hammered the ball clear. He was alert to the danger. Here's Max Brown. Sean Carlos finds Fletcher McDonald. Hangeli is the interested party, but once again Josh Langdon is quick to race out and hammer the ball away. Vito couldn't get the ball clear, and that's worked out nicely for Sean Carlos, who left it behind initially. Apologies, it's not Sean Carlos, it's Nathan Shepherd who's bundling and bustling around there. Oh, the passes to De Vita! Always going wide. Neat interplay though from Gold Coast Knights. Good football in the end from the hosts. Much from Fletcher McDonald, back inside, finds Max Fechner, couldn't find Shepherd, Duckworth, he tried to find Fechner once more. Hengeli's coming back to try and win the ball off Beckwith, and then the free kick goes against Max King, who's playing at the back. Max Maltby has come on. Zach Maltby, sorry. Already got 2 Maxes in the field, we don't need a third. This one's a Zach, and he's coming off scoring 2 goals in the Australia Cup defeat midweek. They were consolation goals, but they were well taken from Zach Maltby, and he'll be hoping to see what he can do in these closing stages. Nathan Shepherd it is who's gone off, I think. Good pace from Tommy Jarrett. And the ball's still alive here, fallen for Duckworth on the edge of the penalty area. Sean Carlos sends a shot in that's blocked. Have a look at the pace from the centre-back. He does really, really well. It was in fact Maltby who had the shot. It'll be an impressive first touch. Pengelly does really well. Oh, ball's fallen on the edge of the penalty area. It's a brilliant save from Josh Langdon. Oh, it's a save that needed to be made. And once again, Zach Maltby's involved. Pengelly did well. The ball falls quite fortuitously to Maltby. Oh, that's an excellent stop from Josh Langdon. The 10 men of Lions are pushing now. Zach Maltby has been involved. Carlos swings it in. Oh, it's at the near post. Diving was Langdon. Zach Maltby once again doesn't shoot this time. Carlos has another go. Took a deflection on its way through to Alex Fechner. Fechner turns. And that one's looped up well over the crossbar.
Pass it around them.
Brown. You can hear the Lions support, and perhaps it's the Lions players out on the field who are really getting involved every single time there's a mistake from a Knights player, and they're starting to put the pressure on the hosts. Interesting to see that Cody Osterreich is warming up, or is at least appears ready on the bench. I was sitting back down now, wondering whether or not there might have been some lingering effects of that challenge earlier on for Aidan Munford, but I think like Osterreich has gone back to seated position, as he's just excited by what should be a very tense final 20 minutes or so. It's Pasquale De Vita. De Vita helps it on into space. He's hoping that space is going to be occupied. It was, but just a little bit too late. It's a good chase from Brown.
Come on, Knights. Everyone needs to lift. Come on.
Duckworth, and then a sandwich between Duckworth and Doherty. Everyone stopped. Pasquale De Vita looked, and there was no free kick given. There's a free kick given now, though, for the challenge on Duckworth by Mirza Muratovic. Tommy Jarrett. Time for Jarrett to assess his options. Long throw in coming, you'd think. The leading goal scorer, Alex Fechner, who heads over to take it. Just a reminder, you can catch all the other matches taking place around the state on FQTV. Select the stream you want, but I wouldn't be tuning away from this in a hurry if I could help it. Sean Carlos's header is really well and comfortably dealt with by Josh Langdon. Gets the ball upfield pretty quickly towards Muratovic. Scott McDonald, fresh from a trip to Europe. Back on the bench this evening. Doherty covered that all the way. He was being shepherded though by Pasquale De Vita. De Vita just makes a nuisance of himself, but it was Peck who helped the ball out. Hold up play there from Pengeli, again the strength, having to work hard all over the field. 15 minutes remaining in this contest. It's Gold Coast Knights 1, the 10 men of Lions FC 1. Both goals coming within a minute or two either side of half time. Hassan Ramazani is the man who was sent off for Lions. Anthony Poliak got the goal for Knights, and Sean Carlos equalised for the visitors. Ludwig. Martin over there finds Walker, gets the ball back, and now back to his skipper. Pep. A bit more patience is good from Knights. They have the numerical advantage. They need to use it, work their way into the gaps. Patience ran out rather there though. Picks up well by Ludwig though. Ludwig under pressure from Duckworth, finds the new man Max King, new in every sense of the word, to the game and to the club, making his NPL debut for the Knights. Beckwith, back to Peck. Brown. All the way across to Martin, starting to build something slowly, patiently. Gold Coast Knights here. Brown. Lions are deep defending. Peck. Brown. Couldn't quite get the angle he wanted, so we'll have another go via the head of Ethan Doherty. Hold it. Ludwig. This was a nice idea, but picked off before it could get to Muratovic. Martin at the tones though really nicely, because Alex Fechner was on the charge then. Here is the return pass to Walker on the edge of the penalty area. And there are a lot of Gold Coast Knights bodies on the edge of the penalty area, but nowhere in that exact spot. Peck, the pressure is relentless. Knights turning the screw. Beckwith just trod on the ball. And Fletcher McDonald doesn't need a second invitation. And that's the sound of the pressure valve being released. Oh, now it's being squeezed again. Here comes Ludwig. De Vita. Beckwith runs onto it. Mopped up nicely by Tommy Jarrett. It'll be an attacking throw for Gold Coast Knights. Expectant home support awaits the go-ahead goal. Here's Peck. Back to Ludwig. Furthest forward he's played all game as Lions get back in numbers. Martin wide to Walker. Shelters his eyes! That's got the opening. Oh, it's not. Anthony Poliak so close to getting his second. It was beautiful football from Knights. So patient. Poliak ghosted in. Carlos didn't cover the run. He flashes his header wide. Good opportunity. touch there from Andy Thompson, who's on the field. He missed that substitution. Using the number 2 shirt. Pasquale De Vita, that would have been quite spectacular, and it did take a deflection, and he's behind for a corner. De Vita all on his own. Sean Carlos spotted the danger, but just a little bit too late. Didn't take a deflection off Duckworth, did it? Is a corner kick. All the pressure has come from Knights in the last 10 minutes or so. This game has ebbed and flowed. Two of the competition's best. Going hammer and tongs. Headed away only as far as the new man King. Duckworth on the charge. Duckworth wants a free kick to go his way. It's not given his way. The free kick does go Lions' way eventually over on that far side of the field. I think it was Sean Carlos over there who was the man who was felled. "10 minutes remaining, plus stoppage time. Knights 1, Lions 1. Beckwith can't get past Thompson. Thompson couldn't quite measure the pass. Good header from Beckwith. And space now for Pasquale De Vita. Closed down by Duckworth. Just as the danger was starting to ramp up a couple of notches. Beckwith with the quick throw. Peck has plenty of time. Closed down eventually by Thompson. Balls inside to King. Walker made a little run himself, but just took himself out of position. Now back to Martin. Ludwig. Peck. Matovic. Didn't quite work out for a man who has 4 goals this season. Gelly wants a free kick. Duckworth latching onto the loose ball. Gelly is an option. Gelly option was taken. Sean Carlos around the corner. And Gelly battles. It's good work from Walker, really good work. Now Polyak's doing the hold-up play. Nice working close. On, taken away, and that needed to be a well-timed slide from Tommy Jarrett, and it was. Beckwith does nicely. Beckwith continued his run. Brown with the ball anyway, and a really good slips catch from Aidan Munford. Might have just bounced in front of him actually, but he smothered it well. 7 minutes remaining. Are we going to find a winner for either of these two teams? It has to be said Knights look most likely. And ball by King. How willing are Lions to commit bodies forward? They've been playing with a man down for the entire second half. They're willing enough. Oh no, it's going to be Andy Thompson who comes back to take the free kick. I did wonder whether or not Aidan Munford was coming up to halfway to take that free kick, put it right in the mixer and get everyone forward. That would be bold. It's just too deep. Heading into the weekend, Lions had a 6-point buffer over second-placed Olympic. That is now a 5-point buffer after the draw Olympic got against City yesterday. At 1 point wouldn't be the worst for Lions. Free kick is given. It's against Jaden Walker. From Doherty, who is just causing a nuisance. He's asking why Knights kicked the ball away. Still asking that question of the assistant. The Lions play it down. He says nothing doing. He's out for a Lions throw. Lions are just taking seconds off the clock wherever they can at the moment. Substitution is about to be made for Gold Coast Knights though. Scott McDonald shuffling his pack once more. Troy Perry says, get on with it please. Duckworth looks the ball over his shoulder. Well won by Doherty. Carlos helps it back inside. Thompson was the closest man to the keeper. Jared. Donald. It's away the throw. It's taken quickly by Beckwith to Pasquale De Vita. De Vita trying to go around a couple. Gets stopped by a combination of both of them. Pengelly goes down. Was there a free kick there? No indication from the referee. Pengelly looks a little bit frustrated. Some of the rough treatment he's been getting of late. So he's doing a lot of the dirty work today, having to hold the ball up. Thompson swings the ball across. Duckworth, Carlos. Duckworth again. Maltby. It's really good defence from Tyson Martin, but he's got his own as far as Duckworth. Fletcher McDonald. Andy Thompson. Thompson plays the ball inside. It's cleared. Pasquale De Vita needs to be good here. Holding the ball up. Duckworth comes in to help Doherty. Pasquale De Vita has done so well there. And then Beckwith plays the ball forward. Sweeping is Aidan Munford. Duckworth. Everyone called for a handball. And Duckworth saying, why is nobody moving and creating an option for me when I'm winning those balls? And almost to illustrate the point, Tommy Jarrett just plays the ball into space. It has worked out for Lions. Free kick is given belatedly after some serious questions from Zach Maltby. It's Andy Thompson who's going to deliver this into the penalty area. Substitution's going to be made. Pasquale De Vita has never been on the losing side for Gold Coast Knights in the league. It's Dan Dragicevic who comes on in his place. Been excellent again today, Pasquale De Vita. Andy Thompson. Gives the free kick in, it's low and it's hammered away. The Knights capitalise, they might be able to ask a good challenge. The Lions will come forward once more, but pass is picked off from Fletcher McDonald. And has Muratovic beaten the offside trap? Doesn't matter because Munford once again sweeps nicely. Duckworth ends up with the ball on his chest. Plays it forward, Tyson Martin with a neat header, and Josh Langdon was quite close to him then. Not be in attendance. Final minute of normal time. Here's Muratovic, what a touch. He's got an option in the middle. Muratovic has gone down, never got the ball through. And the home supporters howl in disgust. It came off the side, if anything. Still there perhaps for Polyak. Polyak helps the ball over the top. Still there for Walker and Gold Coast Knights. The line's eventually clear. Well, there's a lot going on there. Let's see if we can unpack any of it. Everyone's bundling around all over the place. Back live now. Substitution is about to be made. We'll wait to hear who it is. Fletcher McDonald it was who's being withdrawn, and Andy Kenny says, "Why are you running? Take a bit of time, young man." It's Jake Manette who comes on. Had a body in defence, you'd think, as we are in stoppage time. Well, a point, having been a man and a goal down for Gold Coast, for a line, sorry, wouldn't be a bad result, especially considering Olympic dropped points as well. Peninsula Power in third did pick up a win. Got that nicely. There are so many players all around him. There's going to be some yellow cards being shown, I think, or at least one yellow card. To Dragicevic, or was that to Muratovic? I think it was Dragicevic. He had a slightly guilty look about him. There'll be time added on, maybe 3, maybe 4 minutes. Didn't see a signal from the assistant towards the centre referee Troy Perry today. King leaves the line on the ground as the Lions player still down, so King can't take the quick throw, much to Scott McDonald's frustration on the bench. It's for shoulder, I think, Zach Maltby. Tries to go around the corner, meets a wall of white shirts. Beckwith, ball falls to him. Cross isn't a bad one. Hammered away though from danger. Might come back that way though by Ludwig. Peck. Martin needs to be good. He gets caught out, and then Pengelly making the challenge. It was initially Sean Carlos who got his boot in and just put the centre-back under pressure. Up the other end now though for Knights. Back inside for Polyak. Shot comes in, deflected behind for a corner. Max Brown in the end who shot was deflected away. Will there be late drama here? Oh, it's held back towards goal, and then an air swing from Muratovic. It was held back in by Will Peck, and that is full time. A frenetic end to an intriguing contest. Gold Coast Knights being pegged back by the 10 men of Lions, and this match finishes all square at 1 apiece. Just a quick summary before we leave you. Anthony Polyak scored the opening goal with a 45th minute +2 of stoppage time free kick. It was a peach of a free kick as well from Anthony Polyak. And that came as a result of Hassan Ramazani conceding a free kick. As for last man, he was sent off, leaving Lions a man down and a goal down to defend the entire second half. But they came out firing, and Sean Carlos poked home just 2 minutes after the resumption to put Lions back on level terms. Both teams had chances in the second half, but Gold Coast Knights were really putting the pressure on and putting the squeeze on late. There were some very good saves though from Josh Langdon to keep the tie at 1 each. So Lions will retain their spot at the top of the ladder. They will still have a 6-point buffer over Olympic. Gold Coast Knights will retain their spot in 4th as the top 4 continues to shape up nicely. Remember, there is still one match to play this evening in round 15 of the National Premier League Queensland. Calabar take on Eastern Suburbs at 7 o'clock at Max Haynes Fields in Calabar. You'll be able to watch that on FQTV. Big games coming up next week. Gold Coast Knights head up the M1 to take on Brisbane City at Corporate Travel Management Stadium, and Lions head up the M1 as well. They go to Wanderers up at Ballinger Park on Sunday at 6:15. Check out all the other fixtures on Football Queensland's Facebook and other social media channels, as well as the website footballqueensland.com.au. Well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's match. I think Simon Smell has been a double take production for Football Queensland. Gold Coast Knights 1, Lions 1 at the Croatian Sports Centre in Carrara. From me, Simon Smale, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Good evening.